What scared us the most is, I think, all the unknowns. Not knowing if you're gonna take both babies home, not knowing, if you're gonna take any home, and, things like that.
They were attached along the back, but what's interesting is their spinal cord was completely shared at that lower part. We didn't know just to the degree of how shared it was. Were they kind of sitting close to each other like this, or were they truly shared like a continuous rope? But we knew that they shared the same space for the spinal cord and that the spinal cords were directly in contact with each other. Being conjoined is rare, but extraordinarily rare. But to be conjoined like this is, it's not something we could even calculate.
Being pregnant in a special circumstance, you feel very vulnerable. And everywhere you go, you feel like people are looking at you and, wondering how you're holding it together. And they just treated us like people, and we have this, and don't worry about it because we're going to take care of it. Was it 6 or 8?
We left here, I think, at 4.
Very early in the morning is when they, wheeled him away. And we didn't get to see him again until 8:30, 9 o'clock that night.
Yeah. I couldn't even sit still. You couldn't breathe. Yeah.
Because you were excited and you were so terrified.
You name an emotion, I'm pretty sure we felt it that day. I just remember talking to Lilligard, and she looked at Lilligard and said, "You got this," and he looked at her and said,
"I got this."
I think that was the best part. That's when the team was really at its best, as you knew you were going into an operation with a difficult, challenging surgery, but then to sit there and literally fiber by fiber discuss, this belongs to Emerson, this belongs to Ellery. The communication was just fantastic. I cannot tell you how proud I am of the neurosurgical team, the anesthesia team. Just the people in the room were just seamless. They were perfect.
They came out and told us surgery went very well. And you just can't help but hug every single doctor that comes out and just, cry and say thank you. And then I just wanted them to show me my babies.
And you could just see it on their faces. They were emotionally, physically drained as well, just like us. And it was incredible.
They had 2 separate rooms with their names on it, and we kind of looked at each other like, well, you go there, I'll go there, and then we'll switch.
And they made sure and gave us one with a window in between, so we could see each other. And me and Bree would be looking at each other, waving. Was yours doing good? Mine's doing good. And
thumbs up.
Yep.
These 2 kids are going to have very, very full, largely unimpeded lives because of this. The sky's the limit for them.
Thank you, Children's Minnesota, for everything you've done for us. You've changed our life in more ways than you'll ever know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're so incredibly grateful for Children's Minnesota, because they really picked us up and carried us in so many more ways than one, not just medically, but just caring and just saying, hey, I get this is hard, but you don't have to do it alone.